Welcome back friends. Today we are going to solve LeetCode problem 1911 as far from land as possible. So the description says that given n by n grid containing only values 0 and 1, where 0 represents water and 1 represents land, find a water cell such that its distance to the nearest land cell is maximized and return the distance. The distance used in this problem is Manhattan distance. The distance between two cells x0, y0 and x1, y1 is x0 minus x1 absolute plus y0 minus y1 absolute. If there is only land or ocean on the grid, return -1. So this is the description and they have given us this example. So let us take this example 2 over here and we can discuss how we are going to solve the problem. So one represent land. So as you can see, this one is land and we have to find out the farthest water cell. So water cell is 0. So as you can see, this 0 is the farthest from this one, right? And we when we are finding the distance, we can go in 4 directions. So if you are at I and jth cell here, right? If you are at I and jth cell, then you can go upward at I minus 1j or downward I plus 1j, or on the right side ij plus 1, or on the left side ij minus 1. So uh, so what we are going to do to solve this problem is we are going to use BFS, which is called as a breadth first traversal or breadth first search, right? So BFS means it will need a queue, right? We use queue basically. So we will use queue, and in the queue we will put the coordinates of the cell as we are visiting, right? So we will start visiting the from this one, right? So first we will try to find out the land cell. So this one we find out, and then we will start the uh, BFS from that one, right? So first cell we will put into the BFS is this one, right? This one is the first cell. So we will go to 4 directions, right? These 4 directions that I told you: upward, downward, right and left. So for this one, there is an upward, there is nothing, like we cannot go left because outside we will go of the matrix. So we can go right and we can go at bottom, right, like this. So first thing is, what we will do is we will put this 0 into our queue, and this 0 we will put into our queue, right? This both zeros we will put. So we will put means we will put their coordinates. So for example, if we are putting this 0, if we are putting this 0, the coordinate is a 0th row and first column, right? So we will put in this queue, we will put 0 comma 1 because we put coordinates like this, right? And the next one we will put this one, which is 1 comma 0, right? So that is the coordinate that we put in the queue, and at the same time we will increment our steps taken. So how many steps we have taken? One step, right, to go here as well as to go here. So we will have a variable called as a steps taken, and we will put that steps taken, we will increment. So now we are at 1, right? To because we have taken one step from to reach from this 1 to this 0, or from this 1 to this 0. So in the next iteration of the BFS will continue until the queue gets empty, right? So it will take out this coordinate. So let's say it takes out the 0 comma 1, which is this one. So it will again go into 4 directions, and it will visit the water cells, which means 0, which we have not already visited, right? So this one, for example, I'll just highlight it with other color so it's easy to understand. So this one we will now take, and we will put it into our queue. So now we will put 0 comma 2, right? That is what the coordinate it is in the matrix, and it will go downward. So it finds another water cell, this one, and we will put a coordinate 1 comma 1 for that one, right? So this one is done. Now we will have to do the BFS, means for 4 directions for this 0, right? So this 0 is already now we have seen, so we will not see, but we will go downward and we find another 0 here, that we will add it into our queue. So that 0 means it is a 2 comma 0 is the coordinate for this 0. right? And we will take this out, we will pop this out from the queue, right? Because we are done now with these two zeros. Now we will increase our steps by 1, so now our steps become 2 because we have taken 2 steps, right? From this 1 to, like for example, from this 1 to this 0 1 and this 0 2, right? So like this we have taken already 2 steps. So now we will pop out these things and we will again find out if any 0 is there in 4 directions which is not already visited. So we are at 0 comma 2, which is this one. So now if you look at upward or rightward, there is nothing. Leftward we already have seen it, so we will go downside and we will visit this one, right? So this one is 1 comma 2, so we will have to add that into our queue now here, 1 comma 2. And we will take this 1 comma 1 out now, and 1 comma yeah, this one, right? 1 comma 1 we will take out and we will go downwards, right? And we will put this one into our queue now. So now our queue will have another 1 2 comma 1, right? And this one means everything is already visited now if you look at 4 directions. So we have to just remove this. We cannot do any BFS on that because everything is already visited. So now we have to increase our step from 2 to 3 because it takes us one more step to reach to this, right? For example, this 1 2 and 3, right? Or 1 2 and 3, or 1 2 and 3. So now we have seen, I think, uh, all the 3 steps one. Now let us go and let us continue with the BFS, right? So now we will have to um, yeah, just I don't like I cannot move my color here, so I'll just put again the red one here. So now we already, okay, so now I can pick it up. So now we are at this 0 and this 0, so we will take out 1 comma 2. So this is 1 comma 2, right? This one is 1 comma 2, so we will take out from queue and we will add this last one into the queue, which is 2 comma 2. So now we added 2 comma 2 here, and we will remove 2 comma 1 also. Now for 2 comma 1 there is nothing we can add into queue because everything is already visited, right? So we will increment our steps now from 3 to 4 because it takes now one more step to reach to this last 0. So we will increment it to 4, and we will now as you see, we will just remove this from queue, and now there is nothing we have in the queue. So we are done, basically our BFS is done. We have visited all the cells that we could, and we will just return our steps, basically, right? The steps value is 4, so that is what we will return as our answer here, as you can see. So which means that this 0 is the farthest possible water cell, which is farthest from this one, which is farthest from this land, basically, right? So we have used BFS and queue approach. We will also need a set, right? Because we always want to keep track of what is already visited, so we will use set for that. So let me just go and show you the implementation, so you will know more about. I already explained you, but you can just see more in the implementation. So we take this directions, right? Four directions, as I shown you these 4 directions. So this is what we have taken it in a matrix, and then we have created a queue of int array, right? So this will have 2 elements because we will need I and j coordinates here when you are putting into queue, right? And then we just created n is the grid length, means it is the number of rows, and m is number of columns. And then we took set here of strings because we wanted to keep track of what cell we have already visited, right? So we are now going to iterate through our grid here, and whenever we find a 1, we are going to add that I and jth variables here, I and jth position, as a array, 2 dimension. It's a 2 elements array, right? 0 and 1. 0 is I, 1 is j. We will add that into queue, right? And we will also add that into visited. So we are just going to combine I and j values with a bar, right? So it becomes a string because visited is a string set. So after that we will just define one variable called as steps taken, which is equal to -1 in the beginning, and we will start doing our BFS. So this is our BFS now, right? Which starting now, while queue is not empty, we will increment steps taken for each level as we travel, right? And then we will take the elements from the queue for that level, and we will process all the elements for that level. For example, so now if this is the matrix, right? uh, it's very difficult now, the space is just getting limited. So let me just write down here so I can show you what I mean by level. So let's say this is our matrix, right? 1 0 0, and then 0 0 0, and then 0 0 0 again, right? So this is our matrix. So now we are at this cell, correct? So now we are starting a BFS, so we will go one level means basically this 0 and this 0, this is our one level basically, right? This is first level that we are on. And in second level, what we will do in second level, we will do this one in second level, right? Because that's how BFS works. So this is our second level basically when we are at second level, and this one is our third level for BFS, correct? And then this one is our last level, which is fourth level. This is how the BFS grows, right? Level by level it will go expand basically. So that's what we are doing here. So for each level we will take the size of the queue, and then we will process all those elements for that level basically. For example, for this level we will get 2 elements, for this level we will get 3 elements, for this level we will get 2 elements. So that is what that size is basically, okay, the queue size. And then we will just pull from the queue element like index, and index 0 and 1 we will get at as x and y, which is basically our ij coordinate of the cell, right? And then we will try to expand and go into 4 directions here, right? Because four directions we have to check, as I said here, right? These 4 directions we have to check. So that's what we are doing here. So we will just add the that from our directions array, this that we have defined here, we will add the values into our original x and y, so we will get new coordinate. For example, if we are here, right, if we are at this 0, then if we are adding let's say -1 into I, and so it will go here, right, when you do -1 from I, and then j will remain same like that basically. So it will go in all 4 directions, and we want to first check if the cell that we are going is valid or not. Valid means it should not go outside of the matrix, and the grid value should be 0, right? Because we are only interested in water cell. So that's what we will check here. And if it is not valid, we will just continue. If it is valid, then first thing we wanted to check is it already visited basically, right? If it is already visited, then there is no point we are revisiting it. So in that case we will just continue. Otherwise we will just create one new array from this new x and new y, and we will just uh, offer that new array to our queue, right? This is the position of the new cell basically when we are going in 4 directions. And at the same time we will add it into our visited set, because we are now visiting that new x and new y cell, right? So we will do it for all the 4 directions, and this while loop will continue, for all the levels until the queue becomes empty. So that is the standard BFS way of coding, right? And at the end we will just check if the steps taken, if it still remains 0, means we cannot take any step basically, right? Then it will just return -1 in that case. Otherwise we will return the actual steps taken, correct? So that is what the problem says. For example, if you look here, they are saying that if there is only land or ocean on the grid, means all the ones are on all the zeros, then we will just return -1. So that's why we are just checking it here, right? So let us take some examples. So they have given us, so this is the first one that we are taking right now. So let's just make sure that this code is running. So we are getting 2, so the correct answer we are getting. So similarly we will Now run for the second test case and make sure this also works. Now it should be 4, right? We just saw this example, so it is 4. So we will just submit our solution now. So our solution got accepted by LeetCode. So this is the way you can find out the farthest, as far from land as possible, right? Means farthest possible water point from the land cell. So practice this one is just a BFS problem. You have to uh, do the BFS, and then you have to just take steps, taken variable, and for each level you will just keep incrementing, and at the end of the level, right, this is the end of the level, right? Last level is this one, right? So at that, to reach that level, how many steps we have to take, that's what we are calculating and returning basically. So you can check out my LeetCode solution playlist. It has over 80 solved problems, along with examples explained in details. Also, I have a Java interview playlist that is dedicated to Java interview, frequently asked questions and answers, and concepts actually that are important for telephonic as well as in-person Java interviews. So if you are a Java developer and preparing for Java coding or Java phone interviews, then please check it out. It has a lot of good stuff in it. Also, please subscribe to the channel. Your subscription is really valuable, so it can reach to more people and they can benefit while they are preparing for interview. So please subscribe, and thanks for watching the video.